things are happening in the nation of Malawi, which I believe are very good things, and would like as well to be giving you exactly what is happening in the country of Malawi, so that you can know as well what are the breaking news and even other things that really are of great interest to you. Now in this video today, we would like to discuss some other things which have just happened in Malawi, and we are going to discuss about the recent press release of the former president of Malawi, Dr. Lazarus Chakwera. He was speaking in Lilongwe at the headquarters of Malawi Congress Party. There he was telling to the journalists that he is being appointed by the Commonwealth to go and represent the Commonwealth in Tanzania on the matters of politics there. As you are aware, in Tanzania there was elections, but the problem is that the results are not being accepted. Things going on in Tanzania prior to the election day, as voting days, you are aware that some people were arrested, others we are hearing of the reports of the death of people in Tanzania before the elections. And also after the election, we are hearing about the deaths for the people who did not want the results, who did not accept the results. So today we would like to just talk about Lazarus Chakwera's appointment to go to Tanzania to represent the Commonwealth, and we are seeing that people in Malawi have received this in different ways. There are people who are saying that's good, and there are people who are saying it is not even important for the president to speak to Malawians about that, because that doesn't make sense for many Malawians. But what do you think? You can put your comments, your views in the comments regarding this appointment of Lazarus Chakwera to go to Tanzania to represent the Commonwealth in bringing peace and the dialogue in Tanzania, dialogue and peace in Tanzania, after the elections there have been marked with a lot of chaos and many violences going on. What do you think? Just speak about what you think in the comment section of this video. For President Lazarus Chakwera, he said that this is because of the peaceful transfer of power that happened in Malawi. That's why maybe it's been recognized by the Commonwealth, and that is what Lazarus Chakwera was speaking, and says now Malawi being chosen as the head for the peace and dialogue reconciliation in Tanzania. It means Malawi has done very well politically and voting. So I would like to speak with you in this video by saying that indeed Malawi saw the transfer of power in a peaceful manner, and we should not take that for granted. It is the greatest thing that we have done in many countries, including Tanzania, where Lazarus Chakwera is going. People don't just give power to any other political party coming in as the government. It is not accepted in most parts of Africa. People will always do everything to make sure that the government remains in power forever. As I'm speaking now, the political party that is always in government in South Africa is NCA. It is not even allowing any opposition to rule that country, even though if the people in the country are against the NCA. There are political parties like in Zimbabwe. The political party is still in power up to now. There are leaders who are in power, like the president of Uganda. He's been in power for more years, and no one else as a black person ruled Uganda other than Museveni. And these things are like even in Rwanda, the same thing. You can agree with me that these things are happening in Africa. Power transfer is always made with resistance, and peaceful power transfer is by the grace of God. Like Malawi, we've been having peaceful power transfer despite the fact that during the one-party system it was difficult for the very political party to give power to Malawians until the referendum was done, and we voted, and Malawians voted for Democratic Progress, United Democratic Front, and it was indeed a wonderful experience in the country. And we saw that by that time, peaceful transfer of power, as the dictator of that time who ruled Malawi as the first president to rule Malawi after independence was to the Hastings Mzubanda. So what I'm saying in this video is that as a country, we need to indeed look at this thing maybe in a positive way, other than just trying to make the whole thing be looked at as a political thing. It is not a political thing, though he's been appointed to do the peace and reconciliation dialogue in Tanzania, to lead there as the leading group or leading individual in bringing peace in Tanzania and bringing people who are not in agreement with the election results in Tanzania. They should meet together, the president.
Provided that the Tanzanian government welcomes my engagement as a neighbor and friend who stands for the promotion of peace in this country and every country in our region. Accordingly, a support team of technocrats from the Commonwealth Secretariat in London arrives in Dar es Salaam today to secure. Given the sensitivity and difficulty of the mission, I ask for your prayers and support, because the success of a peace-building mission like this does not merely depend on my efforts. It will also depend on the grace of God and the goodwill of all of you who love peace. And I believe that there is no nation on earth whose people have distinguished themselves by their love of peace more than the people of Malawi. As you know, it was only 2 months ago that the people of Malawi went to the polls to cast their votes, which they did across the country in a peaceful manner. It was only 44 days ago that the people of Malawi witnessed the transfer of power from one president to another, which we did in a peaceful manner. It was only 19 days ago that the representatives of people of Malawi elected a new Speaker of Parliament, which was contested in a peaceful manner. And it was only 17 days ago that our president presided over the opening of Parliament, where he was welcomed in a peaceful manner and where deliberations continue to this day in a peaceful manner. This is why I am confident that we as a nation are in a unique position to promote peace in any part of the world where it is under threat. And there is no better place for us to do that than in our own neighborhood. In fact, if it were not for your love of peace as citizens of Malawi, it is unlikely that the Commonwealth would have asked a Malawian to lead this special mission. And for this reason, I want to thank all of you for the exemplary and peaceful way that you have conducted yourselves in the weeks after the elections.
The former president of Malawi, Lazarus Chakwera, speaking to journalists about his appointment by the Commonwealth to go and represent the Commonwealth in Tanzania on peace and dialogue mission. So Lazarus Chakwera was speaking to the journalists to let them know, including the whole nation of Malawi, that he has been appointed to do the important job in Tanzania to make sure that all parties in Tanzania are brought to one table to discuss about unity and peace in the country after the elections in Tanzania have been marked with violence and a lot of chaos. Thank you for watching this video. I'll come back with another video very soon. Thank you for supporting and watching my videos. Have a very good day. Bye bye.